right. It is this time again. Time to zoom in. And zoom in again. So what have I done? Well, I've messed a lot with this area here, and it's looking a little splotchy. Maybe it's time to give it a rest. I'm not really sure. But it is darker significantly from the previous session. I don't dislike it. No choice. No choice. So this part right here, there we go. This part right here I'm going to mess with. And then I'd say it's really, at this point it's almost done. Yeah, at this point. It's been almost done for about 4 or 5 sessions now. It's too many sessions to take myself seriously anymore. But what I'd like to do is mess with this area because it doesn't really match. It doesn't balance. It's a little bit, it's riding high. It's a high horse, if you will. And anyway, you'll see what I'm going to do. Let me zoom in. Yes, right around there. So as it stands, this part right here is not dark enough, I don't think. I was thinking about darkening it in, and that's what I'm doing. Yeah. Okay. Right, and there is a line, however faint, there is one here, and I want to address that right now. But what I'm going to do, I'm not quite sure yet. I think this is the hard part for me because I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do, so... I think I see what I'm going to do. And I'm going to turn it around this way so I can get a better... I have better control of my hand. Alright, here we go. Yeah, now see what is going on with what I just did is I have given this rides up like this, and so this now rides up like this, and it's a good balance. So while I am in this position, I'm going to take advantage . Don't want to apply too much pressure. And paper is a bit buckling because of the moisture in the air. Summertime, nearly. drawing aside, I just like the cold and dry climate. Also, it happens to be good for the paper. Oddly, it's not as good for the ink. The ink flows better in summer. It's okay right now. It's not flowing too badly. This Bic pen has been serving me well for this drawing. Serving me well. Performing better than I had hoped, actually. Meaning it's not spitting ink out like the Pilot pen does. It's alright, it's splotchy, but I'll take my glasses off so I can get in there with my face. Put my face right up in it. Glasses are good for a distance, but not so much for up close and personal, like I need to get at this moment. I'm going to try and push this paper down. It's buckling a bit. Don't want to touch it though. Let this protector do its job. How is that? How is... Zoom out a little bit so I can see it. Yeah, splotchy. Splotchy is all get out. It's very splotchy. It's a little too splotchy. It is unacceptably splotchy. Fortunately, I can do something about that. And what I'm going to do now is this tapping technique I was talking about earlier, where you just take your pen and tap the areas that are whiter than the other areas, whiter than the other areas that you don't want. It's all about comparison at this point. We're comparison shopping. Nope, not tapping now. Now. There we go. Tap, tap, tap. Remove the splotchiness. There is a side effect, however. It gets darker. I have never removed the splotchiness by making it whiter. There are techniques that you can use. You really need to whiten an area. well, there's a technique that I know of on paper, and that is to use some type of very opaque white paint, like gouache, or a gouache acrylic, or acrylic. Titanium white would be the opaque white, not zinc. Zinc white is more transparent for washes and whatnot. How's that looking? Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Not too bad. I'm going to deal with this line here, and then I'm going to give it a once over, twice over. Boy, this has been interesting. But it's kind of typical of the drawings that I do, the process. Minus the camera. Okay. Let's see here. How's that? Yeah. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. This one doesn't have as much contrast as this area here, I don't think. Yeah. Now this line I drew, I kind of mostly think it works as it is. So if that is the case, and it happens to be, then I shall just mess with this area that's already laid down. And then I might just call that line done. Yeah, why not? I don't really need to fix anything. Nope, don't need to fix anything on that line. That's good, I'm going to leave it. I do see some minor splotches up near the beginning, or the top of this area, right here. This is where I'm tapping. Tap, 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 tap. just letting the pen hit the paper enough to lay down just the slightest bit of ink everywhere where there's some white showing through. And if you do it enough, just keep bugging it. Just keep bugging it. It'll capitulate. It'll say, okay, I give up. I'm gonna allow you to cover me up here. I do believe. Cover your ears. Okay. Ink that's riding up above this a little bit. And that's why I'm here, to cover that up. Fix it, fix it. That's why I'm here. That's my purpose. Fix the drawing. First you have to draw it, then you have to see where your so-called mistakes are. Mistakes being that you don't like. It doesn't sit well with your eyes. And then fix it. That is the pathway towards having a successful piece of art. You have to like it. Now I'm going at a crosshatch, cross angle. Yeah, so let's take a look here. Let's zoom out a little bit. So what do you think? Put on my glasses and have an honest look. Yeah, I think I'm going to zoom in and mess with one or two things. That was bothering me for a while. Just didn't have enough thickness. That's all. And now it certainly does. Yeah, like the other one down there. So at this point, I am basically just going over it, giving it the once over. I like this part because I feel good that I've pretty much finished it. Yeah. And because that's the case, then I can just relax. Oh yeah, there was another thing I wanted to do, and I'm going to do that now. Yes. I felt like it needed a little bit of a darker area under there. Okay, so how we looking then? We're at the end. But there are a few things that I'm gonna fix some of the splotchiness in here, and there's a little bit of splotchiness up in here, over in here, and go in here and darken up some areas like underneath this part. I think it's a little bit one-tonal here, but I need to make it a little darker there. I like that line, that's nice. There's a little bit of a line coming off there I like. I'm not going to mess with it, I don't think. I might make this area a little bit darker to offset it from here. Before they were offset, but now that I've brought the darkness up in here, then this is about the same, and I don't want it to be the same. Yeah, there needs to be some contrast going on over here. Today I did this, and I worked on that line there. That was it. That's what I did. This is where we are. That's a lot of work. Started it March 9th, 2022, and here it is, April 22nd. So, out.